Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. Today we are grabbing a wildly fragmented, super fast-paced piece of cinematic media, and, well, we're breaking it down piece by piece. We are looking at the transcript for the brand new trailer of Spider-Man Brand New Day. There is just a ton packed into these chaotic lines of dialogue, so our goal today, strip away all that noise and present a really clear thematic look at exactly what this highly anticipated release has in store for us. I mean, it's the question on literally every fan's mind right now, right? What secrets does this new trailer actually hold? When you hear all that rapid-fire dialogue, it's so easy to just get totally lost in the sheer spectacle of it all. But look beneath the surface, and this transcript is absolutely overflowing with clues about the plot, returning heroes, and the deep emotional core of the story. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Decoding the new trailer. To truly understand a piece of media that throws this much at you all at once, we've got to start right at the foundation, the central, super mysterious threat that sets everything in motion. We're faced with a threat that can be anyone. That single sentence instantly establishes this incredibly tense, paranoid tone for the entire film. It tells us that the danger isn't, just some giant CGI monster attacking a skyscraper. It's masked. It's hiding right in plain sight. This establishes a psychological thriller element, where trust is going to be incredibly hard to come by. And man, that immediately raises the stakes for whoever is wearing the webbed mask. Section 2. Scorpion and multiverse callbacks. So, springing from that atmosphere of complete paranoia, the trailer just starts tossing out some massive character names. Let's put on our cinematic detective hats and map out exactly who is being mentioned here. Now, what's really interesting about this character map is how it organizes the chaotic cast we just heard. It actually forms a super clear picture. We've got Scorpion, who is directly questioned with the line, "You think I'm Scorpion," which basically paints him as an accused threat. Then we get these distinct references to different facets of our hero. We hear about Peter 2, representing a Spider-Man of the past, alongside this very distinct separation between Peter Parker, the actual man, and Spider-Man, the hero. Seeing it all mapped out like this just goes to show exactly how many moving pieces are colliding in this movie. Actually, let's focus on that mention of Peter 2 for a second. Because, wow, this is a massive revelation. The trailer explicitly anchors itself in nostalgic lore. We don't even need to wildly speculate here. The transcript outright confirms that the legacy of the multiverse is alive and well in this film. Just listen to this quote, "Organic Web's Peter 2 had him. He was cool." I mean, for longtime fans, this is the ultimate thrill, right? It specifically calls back to a past iteration of the character and highlights his totally unique biological abilities. It's this really wonderful moment of levity, honoring cinematic history before, throwing us right back into the thick of the action. Section 3. Reviewing the spider powers. The dialogue doesn't just reference the past, though. It builds immense excitement for the present by actually breaking down the raw, physical mechanics of his abilities. The transcript gives us this totally rapid-fire rundown of his power set. We're talking heightened senses, increased agility, superior strength, and, of course, those organic webs. Hearing these attributes called out one by one keeps the momentum incredibly high. It reminds us that, at his core, this character is an absolute powerhouse, equipped with an incredible arsenal of superhuman traits. I absolutely love this line from the transcript. "God, that's cool. Here we go." It perfectly mirrors the hype we feel as the audience. It's like the voice of the enthusiastic moviegoer was built right into the script, reacting to that epic rundown of spider powers we just looked at. It's that collective deep breath before taking the plunge into the really heavy action sequences. Section 4. The heartbreak of Peter Parker. Because as with all great superhero stories, right, the high-flying action absolutely has to be balanced with intense personal sacrifice. And the trailer masterfully pivots from that exhilarating power breakdown into something much, much more somber. Honestly, this might be the most devastating line in the entire transcript. "Hi, my name is Peter Parker. We used to know each other." Just let that sink in for a second. He has to reintroduce himself to someone he already knows. It points to this profound, truly tragic loss of connection and identity. All those incredible powers we just listed, they mean absolutely nothing if he's completely isolated from the people he loves. It's just a heartbreaking realization of his current reality. And this brilliantly illustrates the central conflict pulled straight from the source text. On one side, we have Spider-Man, the hero who has to do the hard thing, but on the other, we have Peter Parker, the man who actually has to endure it, even if it breaks his heart. It is a profound duality, and the emotional toll of wearing the mask is spelled out as the defining struggle of this new movie. The dialogue totally doubles down on this heavy burden, too. We hear lines pleading for trust, like, "Sorry, you just have to trust me," and commands to never forget them no matter how powerful you become. It definitely implies a narrative where protecting people means you have to leave them behind. So he's gaining immense power and success as a hero, sure, but it's costing him basically every personal relationship he holds dear. Section 5, New York's new status quo. So all of this personal sacrifice and heartbreak has drastically changed the landscape. Let's look at the new reality we're going to see when the film finally hits its theatrical release on July 31st. Now, despite all that internal tragedy, the external results are totally undeniable. The dialogue proudly declares, thanks to Spider-Man, crime rates have hit a record low. He's even referred to as the pride of New York City. These are the immense highs of his vigilantism. As a protector, he is experiencing this unparalleled, overwhelming success. Literally, the city has never been safer. But man, that brings us to a stark, almost painful contrast. The city is thriving. They are cheering for a savior. But the hero behind the mask remains entirely anonymous to the public. He is the hero nobody knows, but everyone wants to be. He saved millions, but he doesn't even have his basic identity intact with the people who used to know him best. So the crucial point is how he chooses to handle this immense isolation. He doesn't elevate himself above the people. He simply states, "I'm just a neighbor from across the hall, friendly neighbor." He grounds himself in this new, lonely reality, returning to his humble, street-level roots. He's finding solace in just being a friendly face to a kid in a hallway, even when the rest of his life has basically been erased. Which leaves us with this final, lingering thought to close out our explainer today. We've seen the thrilling powers, the nostalgic callbacks, and the undeniable success of his crime-fighting crusade. He truly is the friendly neighbor everyone wants to be. But looking at the emotional devastation and the sheer isolation woven through all this dialogue, at what cost? What is the true price of a brand new day? It's a fascinating duality that leaves me absolutely eager to see how this all unfolds on the big screen. Thank you so much for joining me to deconstruct this amazing source material, and as always, keep questioning the world around you.
Hello, Hollywood movies lovers, new trailers, Spider-Man, branding, new dates, movies, story watching for. Thank you for, and please more subscribe and support your little brother for me. Hey, YouTube is not mass content, it's my content. I am last point. I am contribution and short little contribution with my parts, is my way. And guys, thank you for supporting and subscribe, please. More. Let's beginning next more expensive Hollywood movie stories coming soon.